this in here?
What's that?
Do I need this in here?
I think so. It also helps for the hooks on Zoom.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hi everyone. Let's warm up our morning voices.
Woo.
Let's start in first. Yay, Teresa and Alison. Let's do a little bit of warming up.
Okay, everybody, this means we're quiet now and we're listening to Kat. Good morning. Welcome.
Good
So glad you're
morning.
here.
Turn to the person next to you and say, it's so good to see you this morning. It's very good to see you. We are small. We don't have many sopranos right now. But people are going to be drifting in, and we got a few on Zoom. If you can't hear me.
Turn it up on the thing.
Hello, hello, hello. Do I need it under here? Hello. I thought, maybe here. Is that? La 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 la. Good morning. Is that better? Okay. Good morning. Okay. We're going to run our whole program, so let's warm ourselves up, ready to do that. So, if you feel comfortable standing and are able to stand, perhaps that would be a way to warm up our bodies. If you want to stay sitting, that's absolutely fine as well. Let's just do a little bit of loosening our shoulders, our jaws, our necks, some of those things. So a hand on one shoulder, and just draw a circle with your elbow. And follow that round so that your eyes go with it and your head goes with it, just as much as your body is comfortable to do. And then reverse it. And let's just bring ourselves into this space this morning as we do this. So hand on the other shoulder, draw a circle. Let's do 3 backwards, and then the other way. Following it round with my eyes, because that's helping me to connect with my body, bring myself into the space, ground myself and say, okay, I've got a few hours here to give myself to this rehearsal so we can focus. Great. Let's do a little bit of warming up those jaws. Just massage a little bit on your jaw, wherever that is. I know it's difficult with a mask, right? So let's have a hum. Can you siren on a hum? It's just like you're tasting something really delicious. And now there's gum in your mouth. And you're chewing and you're humming and you're make that siren go as high and as low, and keep chewing. Good. Okay. Bah. You can't do that, can you? What's that like with the mask on? Bah. Oh. Lick the inside of your mask. That's not nice. Don't do that one. Let's clean our teeth. That helps you move your tongue around. So, top teeth, bottom teeth. So we're really getting our tongue muscle moving, our jaws relaxed, and now our lips. If it's hard to do that with your lips, you can just push up your cheeks and it helps to support so your lips do the right thing. Okay, and let's take a really deep breath. We will lift up our arms. If it's difficult to lift up your arms, don't do what your body doesn't want you to do right now, but if you can, just a nice deep breath as you breathe in, lift your arms and hold it. Take another breath and then let it go. And again, take a deep breath and another breath on top and let it go. Good. Okay. nice warm breath going over our vocal folds helps to wake them up with the morning. Let's just have can we have a C, Tom? So, what should we sing? We'll sing. Here we are today, 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 here we are today. Great, one really big deep breath as you breathe in. You're just letting everything expand. And then we're going to breathe out with a shh, and our belly's going to pull in. Shh. So your belly is pulling in and up. Shh. And pushing out that air. Let's try it one time. Here we go. And we're going to do it. Breathing in for 4. We're going to do a big shh out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shh. One more time. Good. So that's your belly holding up is how we're holding those notes. So when we are, here we are today, at the top, you're pulling in that belly because that's your power center of all holding your notes. And we're going to go from the top of that scale and we're going to say, and we're looking fine. And we're looking fine. Ready from the top? 2, 3, 4. And we're looking fine. 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 Look around. And we're looking fine. Yes, we are. Looking fine. And we're looking fine. Great. Tennis here. Okay, I think, are we going to go straight to the first song? Colleen?
You're up. We're going through in concert order, so somebody's heard my brother. Oh, okay.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Buenos dias. Can you hear me okay? Okay. So we'll start with, thank you. Oh, see?
We're running through more or less in concert order. And then at 12-ish, other folks will join us. So the teens who are doing poems, the young adults who are singing other songs will also join, and then the rock voices will join for Imagine around 12:30. We'll take a break before that, before 12. Here's the concert order if anyone needs it, and the song we're about to do if anyone needs it.
Right. So I'll just call out the, it's kind of a zipper song, so I'll just call it out, the first line, and you're welcome to sing any part of that, But the call and it is kind of a call and response too. But I think the more voices on it, the better. So, somebody, yeah. So it'd be somebody's. Well, let's see. Okay, there's a lot of words here. All right. I don't know. Should we do all these verses? We'll see. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, just do a few verses. So let's start from the top. 1. And on the sheet, it's the very last song, Somebody. So it's We Won't Be Silent Anymore, but it's actually called Somebody's Hurting My Brother by Yara Allen. and it's from the Poor People's Campaign. So it goes, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. Yeah, okay, just play it. Somebody, yeah. Somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on for too long. Yeah, it's gone on. Yes, it's gone on. Somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. So try that, that's your line, ready? And we won't be silent anymore. Everybody good? We'll just pick it up again. Somebody's controlling my body, and it's gone on. It's gone on. Oh yeah, it's gone on. Somebody's controlling my body, and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. So I want some people to sing with me when I go, and it's gone on. Just a few people in the choir sing with me on that, okay? So let's do another one. Let's do. Somebody's hurting the planet, and it's gone on. Yeah, it's gone on. Ah, it's gone on. Somebody's hurting the planet, and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. Somebody's got too much money, and it's gone on. Oh yeah, it's gone on. I say it's gone on. Somebody's got too much money, and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. And Mike's song goes, and the body's on, and you have to really punch it out, you know. And we won't be silent. Try that. And we won't be silent. Yeah. Doesn't that sound better? All right, that's it then. Yeah, we're good.
Sounds good.
Is that good?
Yeah, I think harmonies.
Yep. All right?
Harmonies are welcome. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, harmonies are welcome, yes. Okay, what's next? Okay, goodbye. Poof, here you go.
Okay, emergency. Great. We have that on like a pad sound, you know, a string sound, like the same sort of thing that you're going to use. So it just sort of swells and hangs there, and then everyone else can join in the fun with it. Just really kind of low, so it's sort of an unobtrusive kind of a sound. I can't get this. Yeah, but down, not the top one. Yeah, great, lovely, thank you. So, like we talked about the last rehearsal, this is Kath. Keep forgetting to do that. This is Kath, she, they pronouns. Like the last rehearsal, we talked about there's going to be somebody reading the verse before we sing it now. And then when we get to the last phrase, and if we do not rise up now, there's a long pause. So you wait, you watch me, and then we're going to sing the last line a little bit slower. Okay, so it's really just watching and following all the time. Remembering that that last line is really clipped. Da, 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 da. I'm going to quickly go through your harmonies and encourage you to listen before Wednesday. So let's do the tenor line, because tenors, that has got changed. If you listen to the recording, you'll be able to follow it. If you haven't yet had it written in, you can come and ask me and I will write that in if the music's helpful. I know a couple of you have done that. But this is an emergency. When you are having such a fine time and you're back there with everybody else, but this is an emergency. There'll be no food for eating. Stay on that note. And so we have to rise up now. Thank you. Now. Was that a D?
Yeah.
Now. Wow, gosh. All this will turn to ashes. And if we do not rise up now, all this will turn to ashes. Is that clear? Are you okay with that? It's on the recordings. Fantastic. Altos, you've got your part? Are you good with your parts? You're good. We're good. Basses, are you okay? Should we run through that? Because there's the last little bit. You don't go down. So let's just do that. But this is an emergency. Your house is all on fire. And if we do not rise up now, all this will turn to ashes. Sorry, note and words. Should we sing that together, or have you got that? Is that fine? So, Richard, it's basically the bass line until you get to the last line, and then you're up to what looks like the tenors, but they've moved up. So your F, E, that top line, what looks like the tenor line, apart from the last two notes, which are that bottom A. Da 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 da. Okay, are you good? Great. Let's do it. The introduction to this song, I think, will just be me reading the first verse, and then Tom will just play beautiful like that, just like that, and you all start humming. So when somebody's speaking, you just hum and breathe whenever you want to, so that there's a constant humming going on underneath, like a sort of a drone, a morning drone that's kind of a bit ominous. This is an emergency, right? And then we come in and sing. Everybody, I'll do this, and you start humming. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to stop you when you were having such a fine time. But this is an emergency. Your house is all on fire. And if we do not rise up now, all this will turn to ashes. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to stop you when you were having such a fine time. But this is an emergency. Your house is on fire. And if we do not rise up now, all this will turn to ashes. Great, except I need double the volume, and I need you all to just be looking a little bit more alert. I know we're watching down here, but we need to really look like engaged. Oh, have we decided on masks? Stand up? Let's stand up if you want to stand, unless it's going to be in someone's way. Yes, Karen. Yes. Okay. So, but this is an emergency. Your house is all on fire. And if we do not rise up now, you sing exactly the same as the bass there. Now, all this will turn to ashes. Okay.
I just saw that
I know. I'm sorry about all of the parts that go in different directions, yeah. So try to simplify it, yeah. Great. And just listen to those parts so you feel confident in them. But, as I've said before, and I still mean it, even though we're this close to the concert, if you whisper and shout, I will be really happy, because it just needs loads of energy. So if you just go, "This is an emergency," I will say yay. Right? So the harmonies will come through, but also the energy and the passion needs to come through. And if we're just going, "I'm sorry, my friends," doesn't really cut it. So this is somewhere we really need it to. We're going to have masks off for the actual performance, right? Yeah. Optional, of course, if you want to wear a mask, but not all of us. Okay, so if you can stand, that would be great. Are there any other questions? Okay, great. So we're going to go into verse 2, and I haven't worked out who's doing what. So, Alison, could you read verse 2? Okay, great. So, Tom, leave us a... So I loved it coming up like that. It was great. Just from nothing into, and then just nice and... And you just keep humming. I know we'll want to listen to what the person's saying, but you're the hummers. Great. Perfect.
I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to trouble you when you were having such a hard time. But this is an emergency. The waters are all climbing, and so we have to rise up now, or we will soon be drowning.
Sorry, my friends, I didn't want to trouble you when you were having such a hard time. But this is an emergency, the waters are climbing, and so we have to rise up now.
Okay, good. Let's just go into the next one. Watch on. This is an emergency. Not emergency. It's not emergency. It's off straight away.
Hey, Kat, what do you think about having the drum continue on the so we can stay in it? Because we're going flat, and then when the top comes in, but how about the drum just stays continuous?
Okay.
Or try it.
Well, then we don't get dramatic pauses.
Okay, that's true.
Let's try it this first and see what it sounds like, but thank you for the suggestion, it's great. Okay, sorry my friends. Karen I, with an I, can you read verse number 3? Can you read verse number 3? Thank you. We're trying out a drone carrying on underneath us as we sing through the whole thing. But I'm not sure because it means the pauses aren't quite so dramatic because there's a sound. So we're going to try it out for verse 3. Sing it exactly the same way. Make sure you're watching. And the other thing, I'm off. So this is your vowel sound. This is your consonant sound. So I'm closing my fingers. You're still carrying on, and then you're coming off. Happens lots of times. Friends. Okay. And especially at the end as well. Rebellion, off. Okay, great. Verse 3. Yeah. Just keep it. Yeah, that's good. Doesn't have to be high.
I'm sorry, my friends, that we have all been arguing. Now we're nearly out of time, but this is an emergency. There'll be no food for eating, and so we have to rise up now, or this night will be for fighting. I'm sorry, my friends, that we have all arguing, and now we're nearly out of time. But this is an emergency.
My verse, my bad.
And so we have to rise up now.
Or this night will be fighting.
I'm sorry, my children. I didn't want to frighten you. And this is no ghost story. This is an emergency. Our ideas have all failed us. And so we have to rise up now. And join.
Okay, let's just practice watching, and so we have to rise up now. This is the difference that I want it to sound like. I'm going to switch this off.
And so we have to rise up now. I'm getting louder and I'm shouting. Don't put your voices. Take a big belly breath and you're singing right the way through it. Because I know the masks are covering it up, but we're not getting the now. All this night will be a fighting. It's like, whoa. What if that happens? What if we don't rise up now, right? So I want that impact for us, right? So we have to rise up now, and what will happen? What are the implications? Take it in. All this night will keep on fighting. When we've done, we have to rise up now. Look ahead, just get the last line and watch me. So we're all singing it together, so it can be really clear and impactful. Great. So then I didn't go back to the second one, because then after that we go straight into, and so we have to rise up now and join a rebellion. A couple of times you've all got it really great and it comes together, and then other times it's like we kind of lose it, we don't watch. So watching is the big word, and drama is the second word, okay? Drama. And just read it and go, my gosh, yeah, let's let that emergency rise in us so that we're really communicating this message. Let's do that last verse again. And so remembering that the second half of this last verse, just to keep us all so we know what's happening. So we have to rise up now. This finishes the same way. And then it's a double thing. Oh no, it's not, it's and join. And join the rebellion. And watch. We're just going to go straight into it slowly, because we do a repeat then of those last two lines. So it's like a half a verse. And so we have to, so saying that first one, we're bringing the volume down. So here we're going back again. We're going to bring the volume up to rise up now. And then you keep that volume this time. And form a rebellion. Okay, let's try it. Verse 4. Verse 4.
I'm sorry, my children. I didn't want to frighten you, and this is no ghost story. This is an emergency. Our leaders have all failed us, and we have to rise up now and join the rebellion. I'm sorry, my children. I didn't want to frighten you, and this is no ghost story. This is an emergency. Our leaders have all failed us, and so we have to rise up now and join the rebellion. And so we have to rise up now and join the rebellion.
The rebellion, or a rebellion, you said go.
Yeah. Per the correct words on the sheet. Yes. Yes, the first time it's join the rebellion, and the second time, which is why it's loud, it's like, come on, let's form it. Let's form the rebellion. Right? If there isn't one already, there isn't one here. All of those things. How much time do we have? time to sing the whole thing through? Or yeah, okay. Let's go right the way through it, and I will stop butting in and do the same things between each verse. Yeah. Okay. I think it's great what you're doing, and just bringing it in and out. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to stop you when you were having such a fine time. But this is an emergency. Your house is all on fire, and if we do not rise up now, all this will turn to ashes.
I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to stop you when you were having such a fine time. But this is an emergency. Your house is on fire. And if we do not rise up now, all this will turn to ashes.
I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to trouble you when you were having such a hard time. But this is an emergency. The waters are all climbing, and so we have to rise up now, or we will soon be drowning.
I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to trouble you when you were having such a hard time. But this is an emergency. The waters are all rising, and so we have to rise up now. Or else we'll just be drowned.
Sorry, I'm listening to the drone. I lost that. Yeah, we really slumped now, don't we? We did. So I think, yeah, just. Yeah. So I think keep it up. If you keep it up a little until we get to this is an emergency, I think, so we can hear it a bit. Okay, good. Sorry about the interruption. Let's pretend we didn't do it.
I'm sorry, my friends, that we've been arguing, and now we're nearly out of time. But this is an emergency. There'll be no food for eating, and so we have to rise up now. This night we will fight. I'm sorry, my friends, that we have all been
there's lots of things that will kind of make us not be focused as we might want to be. And so just really ask you to practice this. And, oh, hello. Practice this. Hello. I don't know what's happening with this. Practice your parts and just come in and really try and center ourselves so we can really deliver this. We'll do a lips to tip of the tongue warm up to remind us all of the words like that, and then loud, quiet, watching those and delivering this message. Thank you, everybody. It has lots of power in it. We just need to really, when it comes together, it's beautiful. So we'll bring it together on the night. Thanks. What's next? Oh, the tide is rising. And then we'll go straight into, yes, done. Yes. So my hands are up here because I've gone, now. And what I'm hoping is that you'll all be watching my face and my hands, which are here. So then I'll go, and I do that for an in-breath for all of you. All this night will be for. So just watching me. So that's why I'm saying that penultimate line, if you have to rise up now, while you're singing that, make sure you've got your last verse in your head so you can just watch each time. Because then if we're all watching, we'll get that together really well. Okay, thank you. Then we go straight into a song with the audience, one of our resistance songs, The Tide is Rising, as a way of answering, right? Here we are, what do we have to do? We have to rise up now. This is where we're called to be, so let's do something together. That's a good place to have it. So I think the way it's working, Karen, is right that we're going to be teaching before people come in, the songs. So do we introduce it and just sing it through before we sing the song, or do we say this is one of the songs that we know, or what do we think?
I think we should say this is one of the songs that we learned, and a little bit of teach, because everybody's not going to learn it, right? From the whole audience.
They're just going to sing along.
Some people will have come early, but some people won't have. So some amount of teaching and guiding the audience to sing along would be good. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah. I think a little bit, you know.
Okay, great.
Sing along with us, here's how it goes.
Okay, so this is another one of those songs that repeats its line. It's got different things are happening. The tide is rising, and so are we. Are they getting words?
It will be in the program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't point into the program. The tide is rising, and so are we. This is where we're called to be. I do want us to go through the last line so we get it straight. This is where we are. Is that the right key? This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. Let's sing those last two lines together. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. Okay, and then I think the tide is rising, so are we. The tide is rising, and so are we. The tide is rising, and so are we. Great. Okay, so let's go. You might want to stand for this one. That would be beautiful. Well, we've got Tom helping us with this one, so. And I will call out. There's only 3 words that change each time, so I don't think you need those words, most of you. If you need them, then have them. Otherwise, put them to the side, because we can really enjoy this. So the first one, the tide is rising, and so are we. 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 This is where we are called to be.
task is mighty. I'm sorry, the task is mighty. So are we. The task is mighty. The task is mighty. And so are we. The task is mighty. And so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. This land is holy. This land is holy. And so are we. This land is holy. And so are we. This land is holy. And so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. The storm is raging. The storm is raging. And so are we. The storm is raging. And so are we. The storm is raging. And so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. The sun is shining. The sun is shining. And so are we. The sun is shining. And so are we. The sun is shining. And so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. The world is ready, here we go. The world is ready, and so are we. The world is ready, and so are we. The world is ready, and so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. This is where we're called to be. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are Yes. Thank you. So Carolyn just said we can take the energy from that song and retrogressively put it into emergency. That's going to be our challenge for the concert because we want there to be like a real punchy start to the concert. We will already have sung the song "Somebody's Hurting My Family," and then the Onondaga greeting. So we're not singing "Humble" at that point either. That's later.
We took it out.
Oh, did we?
But I'm not, they're supposed to bring some singers.
They're supposed to, and they're not.
You don't know yet.
Oh, okay. So we might also be singing "Humble." Should we run through it, or did you do that? Let's run through "Humble," just in case we sing that, which I hope we do. You haven't got the words for it. We're going to humble ourselves in the eyes of the Creator. We're going to bend down low. We're going to humble ourselves in the eyes of our Creator. We're going to know what she knows.
We don't have the lyrics for this right now, so don't look for it. But if we do sing this on the day of the concert, I'll have lyric sheets for it, so we'll know the order. Okay?
We can raise each other up higher and higher. We can raise each other up. Yep, most of you will remember it as soon as we start singing it because it's a cool song. Are we just going to do it with a drum? Great. Give us a... Yes, I know. So we're going to do around here, humble ourselves. We're going to humble ourselves in the eyes of our Creator. We're gonna bend down low, we're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our Creator. We're gonna know what she knows. They, she, pronouns, they, thank you.
They say she, we put in they.
Because there's going to be a he and she later.
Okay, you'll have words when they're decided what pronouns. We can raise each other up, higher and higher. We can raise each other up. So let's do it line by line so that we've kind of got it. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Just give us a beat. We're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our Creator. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our Creator. Great. Oh, we're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our Creator. We're gonna bend down low, we're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our Creator. We're gonna know what they know. Then, so it repeats twice. You got that? That's kind of, it starts to become simple once we kind of got the hook of it. And then the last line goes, we can raise each other up. Let's try that. We can raise each other up. Great then. Higher and higher we can raise each other up. That last bit, let's go from higher and higher. Higher and higher we can raise each other up. Great. Next verse is in the eyes of? In the eyes of the grandfather. Grandfathers. We're gonna 1, 2, 3. We're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our grandfathers. We're gonna bend down low. We're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our grandfathers. We're gonna know what they know. We can raise each other up. Higher and higher we can raise each other up. Let's just do one more verse. 4-legged. Grandmothers. We're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our grandmothers. We're gonna bend down low. We're gonna humble ourselves in the eyes of our grandmothers. We're gonna know what she knows. They know we can raise each other up. Higher and higher we can raise each other up. Great. So after the Onondaga greeting, or just before, we might do that if they bring some singers along. So I think that would be great to do. War, but Marsha's coming? Should we move on to the next one? That's also Marsha. Should we do El Derecho? We'll fast forward a little. El Derecho.
All right, maybe the ensemble could come off. Is that all right? Yeah. We don't have a chance to do it all together. So. There's that kind of intro, it's like da. But just start. Yeah.
All right. Hi, everybody. Whoop. Hello. So everyone's good for any clarifications on the Spanish? For el derecho de vivir en paz? And remember, just dig right into those vowels and really, feel the beat. They'll give you a really nice 1, 2, 3, 1 like that, so it's nice. Huh? Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, thank you. I keep keep forgetting to take my mask off. All right. Oops. El derecho de vivir, poeta civil que golpea de Vietnam a toda la humanidad. Ningún cañón borrará el sur de tu rosal, el derecho de vivir en paz. Indochina es el lugar más allá del ancho mar, donde revientan la flor, Corteno, Silvio y mamá. La luna es una explosión, te funde todo el amor, el derecho de vivir en paz. Ready to write. The right to live in peace without fearing of retreat, consciously in unity. Sing it right out. Of all humanity, no one can erase the seed that grows to the almond tree. Now the night to live in peace. Es la paz. Ready? Es la paz, es la canción. One more, come on up. Es fuego, es amor, amar. Olivo de olivar, es el canto universal. Cadena que hará en paz, el derecho de vivir en paz. El derecho de vivir en paz. At the end of the solo, we'll do that line. You can hum along. El derecho de vivir en paz. It is peace for which we sing. It is peaceful. Everybody. Which we sing. Good. The fire of loving. It is where love takes rest. The olive branch for the nest. The universal song, el derecho. El derecho de vivir en paz. Ready? Last one. El derecho de big breath. En paz. Good. Hold it out. That was lovely. Thank you. It's really good.
Colleen,
Yes.
can we go over the laws and try to put the harmonies in?
Yes.
Because
Yeah, I heard some harmonies. Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
third underneath the melody should be the
Okay.
altos, if you can.
Oh, I just thought of this, but just a little because of the intros. And do you think I should read? Because the only two verses that need translating are the 1 and 2. Should I do that during the instrumentals or do it at the top before we sing? Okay, that sounds good. Yep. Okay. So let's try the la's with the harmony now.
So let's just do the harmony.
La 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 la. La 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 la. So let's have the second altos take that, and maybe the tenors too.
Well, we have a lot, okay.
Yeah, or whoever wants to, because we have. Yeah.
Because you are saying the melody.
Yeah, they're saying some people are doing harmony here too. Yeah. So la 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 la. So you gotta go. Sometimes it's helpful to breathe through your nostrils and not your mouth, because it's always good because it cleans the air, and it also keeps your mouth from drying out, and it gives you a nice big breath. So that's good. All right. Gracias. De nada. Viva Victor Jara.
I guess we should take it right for tonight.
Hi everyone, this is Kath again. She, they. Hi. Thank you. We're going to jump to one of the final songs all through the night. We now have, before this, we now have an ensemble from the Ukrainian church.
not some from the Ukrainian church, so they're going to come and sing another lullaby. No, they're going to sing.
They're singing the national anthem, a song from Ukraine.
They're singing a song from Ukraine, and the national anthem. So we could start with the Welsh national anthem before we sang this. No, don't stop. It's a great national, my national anthem. It's a great one. But it would be fantastic to hear that. So that's something that we were hoping to do, just to have different. We're talking about peace. Peace is. We also want to give our support, right, to the Ukrainian people. At the same time as we're saying war, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. So holding those things are the people that we're loving and sending our support for. All through the night, I'm singing a solo on this, and it's quite difficult to do this at the same time because I'll be facing, I won't face my back to everybody. So Karen, we're going to try out if you can see Karen, because it's difficult for Karen to stand. So if you turn your eyes, I'll kind of get us started with a hum, and then I will be kind of, otherwise, I'll turn back for us to sing it, the English, verse 4, and then I think, let's just try it. Maybe I won't turn back, but we'll try. First verse is just humming, so let's just run through what that is. So verse 1, it's at the bottom of your page, all through the night, the music page, 4 verses. The first one is a hum. We're humming in harmony, you're not just humming the melody. So hum your harmonies warmly. Everything about this is just warm, and to enjoy. And then verse 2 is oohs and ahs. Verse 3 is oohs, and then all through the night in Welsh is what you sing. So let me just run through that for everybody. I've written it phonetically, but here it goes. So it's as in ah. Don't do that, ah. And then add a r at the end of it. So ar, heed my words, yeah, heed. As in umbrella, or and then Norse, as in the Norse people, as you would say, but you take the R out of the middle. So Norse. Can we hear Norse? Yes, beautiful. You can say all through the night in Welsh. I'm so proud of you. Let's hear it. Ar hyd y nos. Great, beautiful. And then verse 4, we've got that English verse. Stars look down and tell their story all through the night. And to finish, we're going to repeat the last phrase of all through the night. So we're saying, heaven, family, peaceful o'er us all through the night. Repeated that on ah. So you want to write this in. Ah. Third repeat to a hum. So if you haven't already written that in, when it says 4 English words, just write last line, so we remember, okay. You can't hear me? Sorry. So, the final verse, verse 4, we're going to repeat the last phrase all through the night. But when we repeat it, we're not going to repeat the words. So we sing it all through in English, and then we'll repeat it twice, the last phrase. The first repeat with to ah, and the second repeat to a to a hum. Okay, everybody got that? Scribble it in. Any questions? Do we want to go over any harmonies before we sing this through? Or are you all feeling good about that? Perfect. I'm feeling good too. Great. So I'll get us started, and then you'll know when not to watch me, and you need to then be watching Karen. And it's warm, just think about warm, every single thing we do in it. Great. I can't.
Okay, I can't really hear the harmonies. It's much nicer in the other room, isn't it? It's difficult singing in here because I can hear the sopranos because I'm closest to them. The acoustics are quite difficult. I like the idea of humming because humming and walking is what the part of the kind of the ambience of it. But yeah. Yes, do.
It says, yeah, unison.
Yeah, so that's why I talked you through it. We're not singing in unison. We're not singing the melody. Everyone sings the harmonies. Every single time. So when you hum the harmonies, please. Yeah. Make sure that you cross out that melody thing because we changed it up.
We'll hum loudly.
Thank you. Okay. Hum loudly. If you it really, it can really rise the sound up in you if you hum loudly. It'll warm up your voice and do all good things for you. Be all dynamic in it. Should we try and stand? Are we clear about how are there any other questions on how it will work? We're just going to try out now with watching Karen. Maybe you could, where are you just going to be sitting?
I can consider on the I'll be on the end of the concert. In the concert, I'll be on the end and I'll
Okay.
end the outros.
Okay, so Karen's going to be as visible as possible, and we'll try it out
Well, actually, I'll be on the side.
on the side.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know which.
Sopranos, altos, yeah, I'll just pull out this way so I'll be a little bit.
Yeah, and they'll be there, and I'll be like that. Yeah. So just turn to watch. Great. Okay, let's do it again. Yes, and then if you're kind of following, because I might try and just get a bit of feeling, so it's that kind of a song, stretch it. Perfect.
English version because I wanted it to be a more direct translation. So it's the direct is all the star's eyelids say. So every blink of the star is saying, here's the way to the Valley of Glory. So it's like nighttime doesn't need to be our dark moments because these tiny, beautiful, insignificant lights come out and they point the way to something other, right? It's just, so all through the night, that's why it says any other light is like darkness, so that the true beauty of these beautiful small little stars can show us that there's a heavenly family that are in peace over us and we can rest under that. And then verse 2 is how happily, cheerfully the stars smile over us all through the night. And they're there to light its earthly sister, the earth. And then it talks about old age. So when our weakness comes to us, it's comparing when weak times come, it's saying that these are the weak things in the sky, right? The stars are tiny, and they are weak individually. So when old age comes, when affliction comes to us, it actually is a beautiful thing, because in our late days, we can put all of our weak, just like the stars do, they put all of their weak light together, and it makes something beautiful. So even when affliction comes, and we're weaker than we were before, when we're together in it, then it just reflects even more beauty than we otherwise could have seen. So the last line is, we will put all of our weak light together all through the night and be there for one another. So, beautiful song, beautifully sung. Thank you, everybody. Time for a break.
I don't know if we should just run over the harmonies and imagine those two
Okay.
parts.
Is Nina not doing that?
What?
Is Nina not doing that?
She is, but at least we'll have it down a little bit. And we'll be I mean, we don't have that much time in the hour to do everything as well as she did. Well, we will go a bit with Marcia.
I think we should take a break.
Okay.
So that when Marsha's here, we can go through her stuff and have time. Is that okay?
Yeah, so do choir announcements right now.
Yeah. So we have time for a break, and then Marsha, and then other folks will be arriving.
So,
Theoretically, other people are joining us soon. This is not working at all.
The light was on. Hello? Ooh, now it's working. Great. Okay, we're going to take a break.
10-minute break. Hold on. I'm going to say it loudly without my mask on. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We still need some help with volunteering. So we have volunteer tasks over on this table, or you can talk to me. The main things we need right now are actually people who aren't singing, because we need people to be doing things while we're singing. So we need a couple people who will wander around with baskets with money. So think about people you can recruit, and then let me know if anybody says yes to you, that they can do it, and they can talk to Natasha on the day of. This is Natasha White in real life. A lot of you talked to Natasha via email. Some of you met Natasha in real life in a small room with a mask on. So yes, Natasha will be helping to coordinate because they will not be singing the entire time. So they will be helping people as they come in. And there's also somebody who can help with questions on the day. We also need some people who can be at choir tables, so selling cultural workers products. We're doing a fundraiser. They're generously giving us half of the proceeds. So we need someone who will be at that table, 1 or 2 people, and someone who can help with taking ticket money. So ask your friends and family if they can help. We also need another couple people who can help with putting their cars there, and in particular, one person who is willing to have their car at an angle facing the choir with your lights on at the end when it's starting to get dark. We have one person doing that already. We need one more, so let me know if you can do that. I imagine we could use another person or two for that. Yes.
Let's talk about chairs.
Chairs. So we have a sign up for chairs. It's over here. If you don't want to wander over to it, you can also raise your hand. I'm going to do that again at the end once everyone else has signed up because I don't want to write everyone's name down if you can make your way over to the sign up. But at the end, I'll have a chance for you to just raise your hand and let me know if you need a chair. Also, if you have folding chairs that you can bring, please let me know and bring them with a label on them so we know whose they are. Yes. Remind folks who are coming to bring their own chairs and or blankets. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't have a folding chair, but you have another chair that you can use.
Oh, yeah.
Because we'll need to have a chair set up on the stage for people who don't want to stand, as well as what you'll be sitting in when you're not up on stage. No, we have a parking lot. She asked if we had a stage, and I said no, but we have a parking lot.
We have a parking lot that we'll be standing on and sitting on. I think I have other things to tell you. Yes, Wendy.
Take your mask off.
We can't hear you.
We still need someone who can come early to help make signs, and also someone who can coordinate money. There are people collecting money, but we need somebody who can kind of be in charge of that. So, thank you.
Thanks, Wendy. Yes, can you coordinate money? I feel like that makes sense.
I can coordinate if there's another person to like help go about.
Yes. There will be people moving around with money. Natasha will be the point person for giving that money to. So we have that, Wendy. Oh, okay. We still need someone else. I know Karen Kearney, who's also distracted, is going to help with a sign-making table. We'd love one more person who can help with a sign-making table. Great, awesome. We will be moving to sound check, so one more person who can be doing that while we're sound checking with anyone who's not singing would also be helpful. So if anybody has somebody in mind who can help with the sign-making table, or maybe on the day there's just somebody there who you can hand it off to. People will be making signs for that first song. Somebody's hurting my brother, somebody's stealing my vote, so that's a song we want people in Syracuse to learn so that we can sing it at rallies. People will be making signs so that we will do kind of like a processional. People can move through the wherever they want, really, or they can come up with us, have the signs be on the side. Also, singers, if you, even before the day, have a sign you already have or one you want to make, any message you want. The theme is the right to live in peace. So there's a lot going on that is impinging upon our right to live in peace right now. Tell people they can bring a sign, they can make a sign there. We'll have materials for folks to make signs. Yes? Should we use our music when we're singing? If you can have it memorized, then no. And if you don't, then yes. Whatever makes sense for you. They're all similar. They're all black, and so it will look fine. So folder, binder, whichever works for you. Yes. We also still need a videographer, which we will pay for. Please invite your friends to the concert. If you still have a greeting that you would like to say, I think I can still sneak it in. Let me know. I'm going to be out there during the break. Come find me or find me after. We do have someone whose birthday it is today. So as we start moving to the break, we'll sing this song.
We also forgot to sing to Ted, so I think we should.
We'll sing to Ted too. No. So Karen's going to lead the Mahali birthday song. Well, actually, it's a choir.
Okay.
The Mahali one is about the
bears and the pears.
Okay, everyone can start moving towards the
Happy birthday, we love you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, and may all your dreams come when you blow out the candles. When you blow out the candle, one light stays aglow. One light stays aglow. That's the love light in your heart. That's the love light in your heart. Where'er you go. Tim and Ted. Woo! We are singing so flat today.
I grew up in Baltimore. You remember the
birthday, yo. Oh, yeah. I was right. I just realized you were muscle. Oh, what's today? 5? 35. I don't know some people
I just want to do yes.
Yeah, some women, I just want to say, let everyone know. Look. Let them know. Sing it loud. Sing it proud. Tell them these things.
a cappella, right? set order and the information about the concert. Chris. Anyone else? We'll put it down. Anyone else need concert info? Order of the day? New as of today.
Hello. Oh, yay. Miracle worker. Great. We are going to do war.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing. So, Marsha, once I have got us going, have you got the microphone? Yeah, there we go. Can we pass that to Marsha? Yes, you definitely need one.
I don't know if I trust you, Kev.
You trust me or not, but you need a microphone.
Test 1, test 2.
Yes. And you can take your mask off.
Okay.
That would be fantastic. Great. So we're just gonna, we remember what we're doing, right? We're gonna go war this side first. War this side. Huh. Let's try it. War! Huh. Okay. If you can punch the air, please punch the air. Of course, if your body doesn't like you doing that, don't do it. But otherwise, energy, energy. So, ready? 2, 3, 4. War! Yeah. Good.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Great. So the hand things really help everybody, and we're going to get the audience to join in. And then we're going to reverse it. So war on this side. 2, 3, 4.
War! What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Okay, the altos are winning so far, so come on over here. Come on over here. Great. That happens 3 times every time a chorus comes, and I'll be punching the air with you. And then during the verses, Marsha just takes it away and does whatever, and we're just with the musicians there. Great. So I'm going to switch this off. And is that switched on? What kind of intro?
celebration, induction, then inspection. Who wants to die? Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. Say it again, say it again. Whoa, 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 whoa. It ain't nothing. Oh. War ain't nothing but a heartbreaker. War friend only to the undertaker. Life is too short for fighting wars each day. War can't give life, it can only take it away. Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. Say it again, say it again. Whoa, 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 whoa. It ain't nothing but a heartbreaker. War is friend only to the undertaker. Life is too short for fighting wars each day. War can't give life, it can only take it away. Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. Say it again, say it again. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're just going to say absolutely nothing directly to Marsha. Let's just
Okay, so you just ad-libbing at the end?
Yeah, I think just ad-lib it at the end. You just go, hey everybody, let's just do absolutely nothing a few times.
Okay.
And you just get everybody to go, absolutely nothing, and then one more time, absolutely nothing. That would be a
Okay.
great way to end it. Beautiful.
Okay.
That's really great. So
Cool.
do we want it to go 3 times? Because I know it was kind of like, are we carrying it on 3 times? I think we do.
Like
3
I
times
care.
as in, or, as it goes.
I'm watching you. You
Okay.
point, I sing.
So every time we sing it 3 times.
You got it.
And the 3rd time, it would just be great if you just do more in the third one each time.
Now that I know it's a definite
So
3.
good, Marsha. Give it up for Marsha.
That's because y'all tired.
Fantastic. What's next?
Well, we have the young people here, and we're gonna work with that. That's up to you.
Thank you.
So we have poets here with the Paul Robeson Performing Arts Company, and they're going to share the poem. So the Paul Robeson Performing Arts Company is doing a celebration and honoring of Jackie Warren Moore, amazing poet who lived in Syracuse. And so their celebration is on the 17th of July. Everyone's invited, please go. It's at the Everson on the 17th. And they will be a part of that. They're doing a little preview as part of our concert since we all loved Jackie Moore and more. So they're going to share those now.
So after intermission, we just get up and talk a little bit about Jackie. Did somebody already do that? Oh, sorry.
I just said briefly about the festival you're doing and that we all love Jackie and everyone should go to that and they're going to preview some poems.
That's it.
Okay.
And Jackie loved inspiring young people, She wanted them to use their words instead of weapons. So in dedicating and remembering Jackie, we want word warriors, young word warriors. Don't take out your guns, don't use your fists, don't stab, use your words. So we have some young people who have joined us in this remembrance of Jackie with this festival. Corey Perdue and Naya Jordan. Naya especially because she is Jackie Warren Moore's granddaughter. Woo! So we'll begin with Corey and then Naya, and they will also join the choir in one of the songs in remembering those who've been lost to violence, those people that didn't use their words. Here's Corey Perdue.
Thank you. So this poem is called Tightrope by Jackie Warren Moore. Now I don't have it quite memorized, but I will during the concert. There are no slaves here, only ignorance and prejudice. On a tightrope of hate, murder waiting to happen, whose sorrow is relevant to injustice? Jealousy of those unequal or just us who we have waged the battle-worn stereotypes yet till our faces split and pieces fall into place. Anger leaking bloodily through, exposing the mask we must face in the mirror. Just us who must make the revolution have meaning, spin the world around, crack the back of intolerance for all the time, break the tightrope of racial tension. Thank you.
Games. Nobody ever told me how fast the game was played, how it can end on the pump, pump, pump of a heartbeat. No one ever said that the days, months, years shoot by like comics and become fixed in a night sky constellation you can only gaze at. Everybody neglected to say what each card meant, how it got dealt, the consequences of folding way too soon. Nobody put up signs, nothing popped up on all the right roads, suddenly turned treacherous. Nobody ever told me lessons flew by and I didn't take notes. Bogarted my way into the game, bluffed my stuff, and laid my hand into a trump. I survived. Weaving and dodging, running blindly, steadily moving from one card to the next. House full of cards I prayed would never come tumbling down upon my unbowed head. Nobody ever told me you leave the game with what you brought in, held tight in your fists, in your heart, butt naked and palm open. Nothing sticks. Everything falls away. Nobody ever told me love was the only right answers to questions I didn't know to ask. Everybody told me how it could, nobody ever told me how it can all begin on the pump, pump, pump of a heartbeat. Each beat, a new hand, another chance to begin, to love, to play the game. Thank you.
We really should do the teen songs now.
We don't have Jen yet. Okay, fine. Yeah. We need one more for saying the names.
We're doing. All right, we're up. So this is the youth choir. We're going to do 2 songs. We need one more person for the names. So we don't. All right. This is called Somebody's Beloved by Milk. If anyone remembers the Quiet song. I can't keep quiet. Same person wrote this song. And this.
You're gonna sing first? And then what we try and figure out the lines of the scene.
I mean, it's kind of all one thing, the other one's a cappella, so we can run that. Let's run a beautiful noise.
Just kidding. We're going to do a beautiful noise. This is by Alicia Keys and Brandy Carlisle.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah. So we have an adult ensemble. And we're all adults, but we have an ensemble who will be singing behind us. So anyone who is doing the ensemble for a beautiful noise can come up and stand behind us there with Kath. Or sit.
We're just going to run a beautiful noise on cappella first. I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you stand together, it's a choir of thunder and rain. Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice. I'm not living to die. Don't stand in a wasteland, look at me in the eye. Stop living a lie and stand up next to me. You gotta put one foot in front of the other with a hand in a hand, holding on to each other. You wanna rejoice, you have a voice. It is loud, it's clear, it's stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong. It's a calling out the wrong. From the silence of my sisters to the violence of my brothers, we can rage against the river, feel the pain of another. I have a voice. I have a voice, and I let it speak for the ones who aren't yet running free. It's killing me. No one is saying what we need to hear. I will not let silence win. I see all the pain people are in. There's no other choice. I have a voice. Loud, it is clear. It is stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong. It's the calling out the wrong. From the mouths of our mothers to the lips of our daughters, we can dream like our brothers, speaking loud like our fathers. We can heal. Can you hear us? Can you hear us now? I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in a street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you stand together, it's a choir of thunder and rain. Now we have a choice, 'cause we have a voice. Now we have a choice. We have a voice. Now we have a choice. 'Cause we have a voice.
Someone's asking if we can do it again.
I would suggest that if you're switching back and forth because it's stapled together, you might want to get a file, put it in so that you don't have to do that because it's not a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe get maybe 3 ring files.
One more time.
Let's do this one again. And John's maybe going to come in after a verse and try and keep us in
steady
tempo.
Great.
Okay. But we're as memorized as possible here, so just like make sure we're not rushing.
One more time, from the top.
I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you stand together, it's a choir, thunder and rain. Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice.
I'm not living to die. Don't stand in a wasteland, look at me in the eye. Stop living a lie and stand up next to me. You gotta put one foot in front of the other with a hand in a hand, holding on to each other.
Go on and rejoice, you have a voice. It is
Love is fear. It's stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong. It's for calling out the wrong. From the violence of my sisters to the violence of my brothers, we can breathe against the different feeling of another. I have a voice. I have a voice, and I let it speak for the ones who aren't yet running free. It's killing me. No one is saying what we need to hear. I will not let silence win. I see all the things my people are in. There's no other choice. I have a voice. It is loud, it is clear. It's stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong. It's for calling out the wrong. From the mouths of our mothers to the lips of our daughters, we can breathe. Like our brothers, we loud like our fathers. We can heal. Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise.
Shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you stand together, it's a choir of thunder and rain. Now we have a choice.
'Cause we have a voice.
Now we have a choice. We have a voice. Now we have a choice. 'Cause we have a
How y'all feeling on that? Yeah, yeah. Do that part where they do the names so that we can practice that person.
not down the octave. Okay. Yeah. But you have the melody here. More than just a number. More than just a number.
So in this song, Somebody's Beloved, it's about people who've been killed by gun violence. Somebody's aunt. Maybe you could sing right before you want us to come in. Why don't you talk?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So why don't we go through?
We will be saying the names of people who've been murdered or died this year. Well, she's going to turn.
Yeah. So why don't you go from measure 37? Why doesn't everybody see? So you're gonna hear us say his name twice, and after the second time we'll say more than just a number, and we'll do one bridge loud, and then we're gonna get really quiet, and then you guys come in and say the names over us.
Do you want just the names? Because there's a little description. She sent it to us.
Yeah.
But they were
You
going
guys
to
are the experts there.
But we don't know how much.
they were going to introduce where they were from.
We're gonna sing super quiet after the first repeat, so you can just go right over us and say. Yeah. All right. So from 37. Okay. 3, 4. Why doesn't everybody scream for anyone listening? Sing his name. Say his name. More than just a number. Say their name. More than just a story. Say their name. More than a memory. Say their name. Say their name. Say their name. More than just a number. Say their name. More than just a story.
Roberta Drury, Marcus Morrison, Andre McNeil, Geraldine Talley, Celestine Cheney, Hayward Patterson, Catherine Massey, Pearl Young, Ruth Whitefield.
The 21 victims of the Uvalde school shooting: McKenna Lee Elroy, Layla Salazar, Miranda Mathis, Nevaeh Bravo, Jose Manuel Flores Jr., Javier Lopez, Tess Marie Mata, Rogelio Torres, Eliana Eli Amia Garcia, Eliana A. Torres, Annabelle Guadalupe Rodriguez, Jackie Gazares, Uzia Garcia, JC Carmelo Nuevanos, Mete Juliana Rodriguez, Hala Nicole Siguero, Irma Garcia, Eva Mireles, Amari Jo Garza, Alexandria Lexi Ania Rubio, Alethea Ramirez.
Shot and killed at the Highland Park Parade: Catherine Goldstein, Irina McCarthy, Kevin McCarthy, Jacqueline Sudin, Stephen Stratus, Nicholas Trarido Zengoza. Say their names: Ruth Whitfield, Pearl Young, Catherine Massey, Hayward Patterson, Aaron Salter Jr., Patrick Laloya, Danielle Rochester, Amir Lockett, Isaiah Tyree Williams, Jason Walker, James Williams. Say their names.
Say their names.
Say their names.
More than just a story. Say their names. More than a memory. Say their names. Say their names. Say their names. Maybe somebody's first call. Somebody's home. Someone who lived with tears and laughter, who wanted to belong. More than a number, more than a story, more than a memory. Somebody's home, somebody's first call, somebody's beloved. Somebody's first call, somebody's beloved. I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you stand together, it's a choir. That's how I go.
People are crying already.
Cool.
Okay. So, should we go from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can we go from the top of somebody's beloved? Sure, I can
It's
check
12:30
my,
now.
she was texting me, so I can check.
She didn't say anything else.
Maybe we can come back after Imagine. We're singing Imagine. We have a couple. 12:30 now. Hey Lois, are there more people here are there more people here?
Jen's here. Should we just
Oh, there's Jen. Lois, will you, direct rock voices up here? If you see rock voices, people.
Yes.
Hi, Jen.
Good. We went through a beautiful noise, but we're doing somebody's love. You can share music with me.
Let's do both of them so they can be
Go from the top
from the top.
of somebody's beloved.
But you're saying we should do both of them? Okay. Well, the ensemble should be here because we're going right into. Okay. So the ensemble for a beautiful noise can come back up here. We're going to start with somebody's beloved, but we go right into it afterwards. So to be ready. You mind if I look down with you? Yeah, definitely. Right here. Sure.
Somebody's daughter, somebody's friend, someone who built her dreams with every breath, whom others could depend. More than a number, more than a story, more than a memory, somebody's friend, somebody's daughter, somebody's beloved. Right on these their story's been told 1,000 times. Why doesn't everybody scream? Or anyone listening? father, somebody's beloved. Blood on leaves falling like autumn. Their story's been told 1,000 times. Why doesn't everybody scream? Or anyone listening, say his name. Say his name. More than just a number. Say his name. More than just a story. Say their name. More than a memory. Say their name. Say their name. Say their name. More than just
The Buffalo, or the 10 people who were killed and shot at the Buffalo Tops Friendly Market. Roberta Drury, Margus D. Morrison, Geraldine Talley, Celestin Cheney, Hayward Patterson, Catherine Massey, Pearl Young, Ruth Whitfield.
The 21 victims of the Uvalde school shooting: Nakina Lee Elrod, Layla Salazar, Miranda Mathis, Navia Bravo, Jose Manuel Flores Jr., Javier Lopez, Tess Marie Mata, Rogelio Torres, Eliana Eli Amia Garcia, Eliana A. Torres, Annabelle Guadalupe Rodriguez, Jackie Gazares, Luzia Garcia, JC Carmelo Nuevanos, Mate Juliana Rodriguez, Jayla Nicole Sigreiro, Irma Garcia, Eva Mireles, Amari Jo Garza, Alexandria Lexi Ania Rubio, Alethea Ramirez.
Shot and killed at the Highland Park Parade: Catherine Goldstein, Arena McCarthy, Kevin McCarthy, Jacqueline Sunstein, Stephen Stratus, Nicholas Teodoro Zagarosa. Black Lives Matter, say their names, shot and killed: Ruth Whitfield, Pearl Young, Catherine Massey, Hayward Patterson, Aaron Salter Jr., Patrick Leloya, Danielle Rochester, Amir Lake, Isaiah Tyree Williams, Jason Walker, James Williams. Say their names.
Say their names.
Say their names.
just a story. Say their names. More than a memory. Say their names. Say their names. Say their names. Somebody's first call. Somebody's fall. Someone who lived with tears and laughter, who wanted to belong. More than a number, more than a story, more than a memory. Somebody's home, somebody's first call, somebody's beloved. Somebody's first call, somebody's beloved.
Saying the names really does like make a difference. Jeez.
I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into scream, made a beautiful noise, started to show them watching in the street. When you're all alone
wasteland, look at me in the eye, stop living a lie, and stand up next to me. You gotta put one foot in front of the other with a hand in a hand holding on to each other.
Go on and rejoice, 'cause I have a voice.
It is loud, it is clear, it's stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong, it's for calling out the wrong. From the silence of my sisters to the violence of my brothers, we can rage just the river to the pain of another. I have a voice, I have a voice, and I let it speak for the ones who aren't yet really free. It's killing me, no one is saying what we need to hear. I will not let silence win. Now when I see all the pain people are in, there's no other choice. 'Cause I have a voice. It is loud, it is clear, it's stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong, it's for calling out the wrong. From the mouths of our mothers to the lips of our daughters, we can dream like our brothers, singing loud like our fathers. We can feel. Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
I have a voice. Started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise.
Shoulder to shoulder, marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you stand together, it's a choir of thunder and rain. Now we have a choice.
'Cause I have a voice.
Now we have a choice. We have a voice. Now we have a choice. 'Cause we have a voice. And then we go into it as well with my soul. I'm not saying we are, I don't know if we're doing that right now, I'm just saying, just so people have that feeling of, then we get Marsha up there to get the energy moving. Imagine? Great, so welcome folks from Rock Voices, thanks for being here. We are going to sing Imagine. So if you want to join with us, sopranos are here, altos there, tenors bass. So I think we're good. Sounding good. We're gonna sing Imagine. So. Sounded good. Yeah. We're getting there. Yeah. Wait, so I put it on. Oh yeah. So. Okay. Yours? Oh yeah. You can do it. Yeah. It looks silly like that, doesn't it? Yeah, but that's fine. A little enough.
Everybody just have a seat.
So this is your alto. So I'm gonna sit over here for Imagine. Okay. And then here. So I think, unless you want to just sing soprano on Imagine, then you want to sit with the alto. So soprano part is the melody, so maybe you should. Okay. Yeah, but you got it. All right, so while we're waiting, one quick logistic thing. We do need consent from everyone to take photos and videos of you. So I have forms here. If you have been part of the Syracuse Community Choir and you've done a consent form in the last couple years, don't worry about it. If you have not, please fill one out and give them back to me. Thank you. I'll hand some around. We're just waiting on Nina.
Hi guys, how you doing? Thanks for listening. If you haven't met me, my name's Nina. I'm the director of Rock Voices. Unfortunately, we rehearse on the same. Oh yeah, it's pretty fun. Unfortunately, we were rehearsing on the same night this season, but next season we're going to rehearse on Tuesdays so that we can share the love here. But we wanted to make sure we can collaborate somehow on this. So thank you for having me for this song, Imagine. Rock Voices is doing an all Beatles concert on the 30th, so this was appropriate. Cool, so let's just give it a whirl, okay? Hold on, sorry. Good job, yes. It was way more exciting at the top of page 12. Okay, so we started out at the right dynamic, you know, it's kind of like melancholy, and then, but that last chorus, really just don't even worry about singing pretty or anything, okay? Just big ending, it's gonna close the show, okay?
Nina, is it live or be?
It's live.
Yeah, okay.
It's live.
Will the world
Someone says live.
live as one, right?
Yes.
Yep. The world will live as one on the last line.
Yes.
At the very end.
Okay, so at the end, when we have the retard. So for measure 64, page 12. 1. And the world, I'll cut you off. Ready, watch. Will live as one. Yeah. So ready? Watch it again. Actually, just be here with me. Ready? Will live as one. Okay, ready? One more time. Will live. Yes. You guys got it. Will live. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. We want to do it again? Yes. Good job. Good feeling. Yeah. A little higher. Okay. From the top with feeling, okay? Oh, sorry. Do we have time?
No, I guess we don't have time.
Okay. Great job, you guys. It sounds great. At the show, we're going to be all hyped up and it's going to be great. Oh, you missed it. Great.
So, right now what's going to happen, we're going to run Marcia's song, so any of the other choir can leave if you want to. And then we're going to stop, and then we're going to do Ella. Well, we should do Ella's song. At least practice it. But maybe.
Thank you, Rock Voices. If you can quietly, silently go.
So it'll be, as soon as I close up, you know that's the last one. So it's it is well, ta-ta-ta-ta. It is well, ta-ta-ta. It is well. With the big dramatic black Baptist ending with my soul. Okay, let's take it from it, round and round and round. 2, 3, 4. It is well done. It is well done. Good job, kids. Good job, y'all. Yeah, y'all too low. It is well. Thou hast taught me to say it is well. Right. But that's it. It's high on that part of it, guys. Okay? Tenors, you got yours? Yeah. It is well. It is well.
We're over there, tenors.
I don't know where y'all at. Okay. It is well. One more time. Exactly. With my soul. All right, everybody, you got yours. 2, 3, it is well. It is well. There you go. It is.
So right now we're going to end the rehearsal for everybody else, and we're going to work on the Ella song, ensemble, and Marsha and Karen's song. So we're running a little late. So any last minute announcements?
Yeah. Yes. I think there are some. Does anyone else need a chair who has not signed up for one? I can mark you down. Mara. Anyone else? Oh, Sean is doing that's great. Yeah. Yes. Does anyone else want a chair available to them as an option? Wendy, I got you, Marsha. Wendy. Oh, great. Thanks. The mask policy is they are encouraged, and we will be distanced. And if folks feel more comfortable standing further back, that is one way to address the potential spread. But since we will be outside, talk to me if you have any major concerns. But otherwise, it is an option. The audience, we're not doing anything about, if they wear masks or not. They get to decide. They'll be far enough away from us. Yes. And does anyone else have a list of announcements? Yes.
Art Rage, I'll take this off for like 30 seconds. Art Rage is having their extravaganza this Saturday at 7, and the amazing...
Today?
Which is, like I said, this Saturday at 7, and the amazing Kamuyu Marimba Band Listen, and we're at the Salt City Market in front of the Everson tomorrow morning at 11:30 for your dancing pleasure. There you go.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Great. Bring posters with you when you go. They should all go today. Bring them places, please. For the concert, no dress code. Wear what celebrates you. If anyone didn't get, this is a new info sheet about the concert with the set list. The only potential change would be adding Humble, if we do. But if you didn't get one today for the set list and the info about the concert, I have a couple more, so get one from me. Yes, Jean.
People should go down to the CNY Playhouse version of Jesus Christ Superstar. It's on the next, a couple times this week, and then the next 3 weekends. Natasha actually plays Judas, and it is all the Jesus Christ Superstar musical meshed with the Black Lives Matter movement. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see it.
It's actually down at the Atonement Lutheran Church on 1 Avenue. But if you look up, then it's CNY Playhouse Jesus Christ Superstar, you should find it. Like it.
And it's right up the street from ice cream afterwards.
Great. So we will let folks know, in the case of rain, we will let folks know by 3 p.m. We'll send it out to the lister. We'll put it on Facebook. We'll send it to the news channels. And in general, keep an eye out for other communication if there are last minute things we have to tell you. Keep sharing it with folks. It's going to be a really nice time. I think it's going to be really powerful, and I'm excited to actually get to sing in person with everybody. A real concert. Not the other. Yep. Invite your friends to come at 6:30 to learn the concert songs, a couple of them. Really important thing as far as masks are concerned, we absolutely have to all wear masks for the last song, for Imagine. It's a Rock Voices policy. So everyone have a mask on hand, even if you're not wearing it the whole time. You have to put a mask on when we sing Imagine.
People are also coming early to have picnics and stuff, so there's probably going to be a lot of activity. You park along the streets and walk over. I mean, when the Shakespeare, where do we park when the Shakespeare Festival happens? People park all along the road through the park. And there is a parking space there.